the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got the Black Knight's sure-handed wide receiver. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards.
It's the Black Knights and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Off play action. Becker going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 3rd down, Becker. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a
a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
Throwing again. Becker going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Becker got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kenneth Murray gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Quez Watkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Black Knights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
A penalty is declined.
Point after try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Herbert now. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. Becker, he's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Becker. Again, that's Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go, Zach.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll go with the keeper. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak.
And the Black Knights have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Taken in at the 22. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
London about set to take over on offense.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off the play fake. Becker going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Black Knights take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they can use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the...
He's got him in. Complete. A big play there. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Becker. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Black Knights continue to pull away here in this first half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. London about set to take over on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off play action. Becker. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
There's Tommy Tremble. He and the rest of his offensive mates getting set for the upcoming series.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off the play fake. Becker. He's going to try and go deep again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off play action. Becker. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Becker. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Black Knights have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
The try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up. Herbert back to the air. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And week before a game, a minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. There's Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Hey, 54 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. They got his man complete. Touchdown. Chris Watkins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Herbert has it knocked free, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. And flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing on first down. Becker. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw on second down. Becker. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing on third and long. Becker. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Black Knights will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Off play action. Becker. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On first down, Becker eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Becker. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. On first and 10, Herbert. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Hassan Reddick, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Third and long, it's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights just continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Herbert.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Waste of time.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Back to Kamara for another catch. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Herbert throwing again. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Welcome back now here in London. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This taken in at the goal line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Off the play fake. Becker. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Off play action. Becker. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on third. First and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Black Knights look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Herbert on first down now. It fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. That's complete to Mooney. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Saints. Darnell Mooney, 81 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided as you...
He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Becker. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 8 yards to go on second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Here's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Give that sack to the Kobe Dean. Eddie Pinheiro on now. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off play action. Becker. He's going to try and go deep again. incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Becker. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the back flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And just looking ahead, it would appear to chew